Hey there, my friend. It's time for our weekly wisdom card draw. This is your time to pause, to connect with yourself, to reflect, and to commit or recommit to shining your light in the world. Usually I just launch in, but today I wanted to just give a little bit of a summary about what this is in the first place. Maybe this is the first video you're catching. So what I do every week is draw a card from a deck, and this deck is in PowerPoint right now, but later this year will be an actual card deck that you could get for yourself and draw your own cards. But where did this even come from? Each card in the deck is a photo from my book, Running the World Marathon Memoirs from the Seven Continents, which is a coffee table book about my journey of running marathons on all seven continents. And what happened was actually just a couple months before the book came out, I was inspired to create a companion card deck, a wisdom card deck. I've used different wisdom card decks over the years and found them very inspirational to just, instead of maybe even reading a whole book, to just pick out a card and have a short little inspirational message that resets, I think. Sometimes it sparks a question, sparks a thought that helps me move on, maybe not the right phrase, but just move forward, really, into the rest of my day, into who I really am. It maybe sometimes stops the churn or stops the cycle of just the rush of the busy day. So just one of those little tools that lets you step back and, like I said, connect and reflect on where you are and who you are. So that is my wish, that you find these moments and these quick little videos helpful as you navigate changing times, as you navigate the journey of your life. So again, this will hopefully be a card deck that comes out later this year. In the meantime, again, I'm doing this every week, sharing a message and a photo. And if you would like the photo and message in your email, you can go read the caption for more information. And you can certainly sign up on my website, sign up for my newsletter, and you will receive the photo itself and the card message every week. In the meantime, you'll hear me read it and share it and give a brief little riff on what the message is bringing up for me and what I hope it will bring up for you. So with that, I invite you to pause, to let yourself just arrive in this moment. Take a breath in, take a breath out, and let yourself just be. And as you just be and breathe, I'm going to bring the cards up to my heart and ask to be guided to the message that will be of highest service to you today. A message that will most inspire you to take a step into greater alignment with who you really are. And setting that intention out there, I'm just going to shuffle the cards, see what wants to be shared with us today. And our message is teamwork. All right, teamwork makes the dream work. Love it. This is from Athens. This is the porch of the Caryatids, and or also called the Porch of Maidens, and there's actually some little figures here with kind of supporting a roof structure. This is on the Acropolis in Athens, Greece. So the message of teamwork. When we work together, everyone's load is lighter. Like stone maidens collectively supporting a roof, we support each other from our own special place. We carry our piece of the puzzle, our thread of the tapestry, our unique aspect of the cosmic mission. We all give support, and we are all supported. We are all teachers and students. If you're feeling alone, close your eyes for a moment and breathe. Feel the presence of the entire universe inside you. This support is available in every moment. You're on a team with all of humanity and the cosmos. You can also choose which souls to allow into your energetic inner circle. Choose those who lift you up, those who unleash your potential, those who inspire you to be your true self. It starts with you. Who's on your team? Let that one sink in for a moment. This is really good timing. I was actually just recently having a conversation with a group of people who were at a networking session that I led at a conference. And we actually talked about this idea of surrounding yourself with people who lift you up. And you know, there's a lot to be said for being your own support system and reminding yourself of who you really are. And other people do influence our energy. And the key is that you actually get to choose who you allow in that energetic inner circle. So if you're surrounded by people who are dragging you down, take a pause and ask yourself if these are the people that you want to keep going on with. Now, sometimes we you know, whether it's family or friend, you know, family, you know, that we feel somewhat obligated to hang out with or support or whatever. For any number of reasons, there are people in our lives that we maybe feel a sense of obligation to keep in our circle. So what I would ask is ask yourself to challenge that. Where can you create a little bit of space in your obligations? Where might you say, I'm going to take a week off from communicating with everybody in my circle? It might be a little scary, might be a little frowned upon, or you might get some pushback because it's very uncomfortable for people when you start to change and when you start to expand and grow into who you really are. But the key is that really the people who love and support the real you will be happy for you. They will grow and expand with you. And sometimes we actually outgrow relationships and people in our lives. So again, not saying go cut ties with all your family or anything like that, but I want you to really consider who in your life is lifting you up and who in your life might be dragging you down. And consider that you have more power than you believe in that what energy you allow into your circle. So if there is a friend, a family member, an acquaintance, even an activity or a group of people who are not actually serving your highest interests, what are some ways that you can disengage, right? Or even just take a pause. Again, it doesn't have to be, you know, I'm never speaking to you again. It might just be, I'm going to take a week off or a day off or a month off, whatever works for you. Whatever you can grow your courage muscle to try. And this is kind of the who do I want to cut out section, but also who do you want to let in? Who do you want to invite in? Maybe there's, you know, someone you've learned about recently or met recently that you really want to get to know better, and you want to cultivate a friendship with them. Maybe you go out for coffee or have a virtual chat if you don't live in the same place. So think about even if it's not a specific person, what are the qualities of people that you want to surround yourself with? What do they talk about? What are their passions? What are their interests? What do you do together? What do you talk about together? There's, you know, when we're kids, we have this imaginary friend concept. You know, there's nothing wrong with creating an imaginary friend as an adult too, just as a model of the kind of friend or relationship or whomever that you want to call into your life. You get to decide and you get to choose. So this idea of teamwork, you don't have to go it alone. You are always there for you. How can you support yourself? And how can you really skillfully, deliberately, intentionally choose who else you want to surround yourself with to help you really live the highest potential life that you came here to live? Because that is what the world really wants and needs from you. They don't need you to be sucking your soul, you know, in relationships that are draining and not serving your highest good. You are here to be and surround yourself with epic humans, and you get to do that. So my friend, this week, consider who's on your team. Who are you going to raise the roof with? And know that as you look for and search for your team, I am totally cheering for you, and I am happy to be on your team cheering you on, my friend. Have an amazing week, and I will see you next week. Mwah.